Some of them will send it out. They said, sent as received. Does that absolve you of responsibility? You've just disseminated falsehood and you're saying sent as received. You know, you need to learn to verify facts. You know, be an informed citizen. Number 2, be registered to vote and vote. You know, we're talking about this PVC thing. The challenge we have with PVC is the fact that the way the INEC has set up the whole system, they've made it more difficult. For example, to register to vote, their office is only open 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, when people are at work. So how do you go and register to vote? And then you go there, some of them you have to get there at 4 a.m. in the morning to start queuing up. Then you register, they say, come back later, you know, get a number, come back the following day. They've made the whole thing complicated. And as a result, a lot of people, that's why people are not even bothering. But you've got to understand that the frustration of collecting your PVC is a lot easier than the frustration of bad governance. Be registered to vote and vote. Number 3, engage in political discourse and debate. You'll be surprised at lots of people that are ignorant of things you think you know, sometimes because you know something, you assume other people know it. There are a lot of ignorance in this country, which you can help with. Number 4, become a political evangelist. You know, become an expert at getting people to be interested in politics. Number 5, become a political activist. You see, something about citizens' engagement is this. In every country, England, you know, the rest of Europe, you know, in the United States, power resided in the hands of the few until the citizens' uprising. You need to understand that political activism is necessary and healthy for democracy. You have to be engaged. You are not, political power is not something you are given. You have to get it. And the Constitution has given us such rights. So become a political activist. Demonstration, marches, civil disobedience, peaceful, boycotts. I was talking about boycotts in a moment. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it now, because I was going to talk about how to keep government accountable after you elect them. For example, the corruption that is taking place in our country is with the connivance of the organized private sector. They are the ones that win this contract. How about, since this is a festival of ideas, how about if we have a arguable case of a company complicit in corruption cases that involves government, we boycott their product and their services. So if you're a telco company, for example, and we know you bribe government, we all move our lines away from you. Believe me, they will begin to think twice, because they now have more at stake. So we need to be creative, is my point, in terms of how we force change in our country. Become a mobile political message promoter. You know, Nigerians are jolly people. We have stickers. We have all these things that have all kinds of messages on them. You know, design your own and put it on your car. Register to vote. Get your PVC. If that's what, just stick it on it. Yeah? In those days when we were growing up, you know, in fact, there were no stickers in those days. They would just write it on the Omole buses. You know, no king as God. Some of you can remember that. There's one that now says, after God, fear women. I mean, very interesting. When I'm in the car, those are the things I looked at. You know, you can write a story by the inscriptions on vehicles in Nigeria. You know? Number 7, stand as a candidate to be voted for. That's simple enough. Number 8, become a party donor. You know, that's been very well explained and how that increases your social capital. Number 9, join a political party. Join a political party. Because our constitution doesn't have provisions for independent candidacy yet, you've got to work with a registered political party. Number 10, become a political lobbyist. Lobby for laws that are of special interest to your community. Number 11, engage with institutions. Engage with institutions. I've explained that already about how institutions have a lot of power. Number 12, become a reliable and formidable information source. Number 13, become a campaign staff for your chosen candidate. That was explained earlier about volunteers. You know, I'll deal with that in a moment. Number 14, become a volunteer for a particular political party. Yes. Number 15, become a community organizer. Well, I think my sister said a lot about that already, so I don't need to go there. Look for an issue of interest in your community and organize around it. Number 16, be strategic. What do I mean by be strategic? We don't have political parties in Nigeria in the real sense. Because you vote for this person on this party, they cross to the other party. I know politicians that I think they've been in and out 3 or 4 times of different political. So don't vote for candidates. What do I mean by that? By being strategic. Okay, you say you are APC. Fine. You might like Mr. President. Okay. If you do, vote for him for president, but vote the other way for your governor. If that party is not bringing a good candidate, am I making sense? Don't be a dogmatic follower of a party. And in your local government, it's a completely different party, vote for. So don't just vote for who you think can at least do some work. Don't be in a situation where you vote for a party regardless of who the candidate is. Number 17, take on formal electoral education and information dissemination. Some of you have books in you need to write to help other people. You know, you have blogs to write. You know, do what you can in your own little way. Number 18, become a constructive critic. And that's what my sister said earlier was perfect. Because the problem we have in Nigeria is when you support somebody, it gets so ridiculous that you actually think they can't make mistake. You criticize their candidate and they try to find